For decades, the story was simple. Filipinos dreamed of moving to America for better jobs, higher pay, and the promise of the American dream. But in the last 10 years, something unexpected, even shocking, has happened. The flow of migration has started to reverse. Today, more Americans are packing their bags, selling their homes, and boarding one-way flights to the Philippines than ever before. The numbers don't lie. According to recent expat statistics, the American population in the Philippines has surged by nearly 40% in just the last decade. Retirees, remote workers, entrepreneurs, and even young families are leaving behind cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago, and settling in places like Cebu, Davao, and Baguio. Why? For some, it's the soaring cost of living in the United States. For others, it's political division, stressful work culture, or the crushing cost of healthcare. But just as important are the things pulling them here: warm weather, affordable luxury living, English-speaking communities, and a culture that values human connection over the grind of corporate life. This isn't just a travel trend. It is a cultural shift with economic consequences for both nations. It challenges what we thought we knew about opportunity, quality of life, and the meaning of home. In this video, we'll explore the 10 Philippine cities flooded with Americans, from bustling Manila to peaceful Tagaytay, and uncover the real reasons why so many are trading in the American dream for the Philippine dream. 1. Manila, the gateway city for most Americans arriving in the Philippines. Manila is the first stop, and for many, it becomes their permanent home. As the nation's capital and largest metropolitan area, Manila offers something that few Southeast Asian cities can match: direct international connections, including multiple daily flights to and from the United States. This accessibility makes it ideal for retirees who want to visit family back home or remote workers who need to travel frequently for business. Another big draw: language. With English widely spoken in every corner of the city, from taxi drivers to bank tellers, Americans can integrate without the language barrier that often makes expat life difficult in other countries. The city's diversity also plays a role. Long-established expat communities in districts like Makati, Bonifacio Global City, BGC, and Ortigas mean new arrivals can quickly find social circles and networking opportunities. Lifestyle in Manila is a balance of urban convenience and affordability. Massive shopping malls rival anything in Los Angeles or New York, yet luxury apartments in prime locations can cost less than a small condo in the U.S. The city boasts world-class hospitals, embassies, international schools, and a buzzing nightlife. Dining out is also a revelation. From Michelin-rated restaurants to budget-friendly street food, there's something for every taste and budget. Take the case of John Peterson, a retired corporate executive from Chicago. After decades of high property taxes and stressful commutes, John sold his suburban home and moved to a two-bedroom condo in BGC with skyline views. He enjoys private health care at a fraction of U.S. prices, dines out daily, and still spends less than his old mortgage payment. For him, Manila isn't just a city, it's freedom from the financial pressures of the U.S. 2. Cebu City, the Queen City of the South. Cebu City, the beating heart of the Visayas, offers Americans a coastal lifestyle without sacrificing the conveniences of a thriving city. Its international airport connects directly to hubs like Hong Kong and Singapore, making travel across Asia seamless. This accessibility appeals to both business-minded expats and leisure travelers who want the world at their doorstep. The lifestyle here is deeply tied to the sea. Imagine finishing a workday and, within 30 minutes, finding yourself snorkeling in crystal-clear waters or enjoying a beachfront dinner on nearby Mactan Island. The city's blend of Spanish colonial heritage, modern Filipino culture, and global expat influence creates a vibrant atmosphere. Festivals like Sinulog showcase colorful traditions that Americans find both exotic and welcoming. Business opportunities are also a major pull. Cebu is a hub for call centers and outsourcing companies, some run by Americans themselves. The tourism sector thrives here too, with diving schools, boutique hotels, and island tour companies providing opportunities for entrepreneurs. A perfect example is Mark and Susan Reynolds, a couple from Florida who moved to Cebu to escape hurricane seasons and rising insurance costs. They now run a beachfront cafe in Mactan, serving both tourists and locals. Their days are filled with ocean views, friendly regulars, and a pace of life they describe as blissfully unhurried. Cebu's balance of affordability, business potential, and leisure makes it a top choice for Americans who want to live well without breaking the bank. 3. Davao City. The safe haven Davao City has earned its reputation as one of the cleanest and safest cities in the Philippines, and that reputation hasn't gone unnoticed by Americans seeking a peaceful retirement. Known for strict local governance and low crime rates, Davao offers a level of personal security that many expats find comforting. The cost of living here is significantly lower than in Manila or Cebu. Americans can rent spacious homes with gardens for less than the cost of a small apartment in the U.S. The local markets brim with fresh tropical fruits, mangoes, durian, pomelo, and freshly caught seafood, making a farm-to-table lifestyle the norm rather than the exception. For retirees, Davao provides quiet neighborhoods, less traffic congestion, and a slower pace of life. The city is also home to private hospitals that provide excellent care at a fraction of U.S. healthcare prices, a huge incentive for older expats. Linda Brooks, a retired nurse from Oregon, describes Davao as the place where I finally exhaled. After years of working double shifts and worrying about medical bills, she now lives in a modest bungalow near the coast, volunteers at a local clinic, and enjoys morning walks along the shoreline. With its focus on cleanliness, safety, and community, Davao is the perfect antidote to the noise and stress many Americans hope to leave behind. 4. Baguio City. The summer capital perched high in the mountains of northern Luzon, Baguio City offers something rare in the Philippines: cool weather year-round. For Americans accustomed to temperate climates, the relief from tropical heat is a big selling point. The city has a rich cultural scene, from weekend markets to annual arts festivals. Its blend of Filipino, American, and Cordilleran influences creates a unique atmosphere that draws creatives, writers, and digital nomads. Cafes line the streets, serving as both workspaces and social hubs for expats. David Harris, a freelance graphic designer from Seattle, came to Baguio for a short-term project and never left. He now runs a small art gallery showcasing local talent, something he says would have been financially impossible back in the U.S. With its pine-covered hills, fresh produce markets, and artistic energy, Baguio has become a haven for Americans seeking both inspiration and a comfortable lifestyle. 5. Angeles City. The former U.S. military hub Angeles City has a history deeply intertwined with the United States. Once home to the massive Clark Air Base, the area still retains a strong American presence decades after the base's closure. Today, that legacy makes Angeles one of the easiest places for Americans to settle. There's already a large and active expat community, making integration almost effortless. Businesses catering to foreigners, from international restaurants to English-speaking service providers, are abundant. The city is experiencing a business boom, especially in hospitality and entertainment. Proximity to Clark International Airport offers quick domestic and regional flights, while Subic Bay is just a short drive away. Many veterans choose to retire here, enjoying the camaraderie of fellow servicemen and the benefits of the Philippine Veterans Affairs Office. For Americans who want familiarity combined with opportunity, Angeles is a natural choice. 6. Subic Bay. The coastal escape like Angeles, Subic Bay carries a strong American legacy as a former U.S. naval base. Today, it's a thriving freeport zone with a unique mix of coastal living, duty-free shopping, and outdoor adventure. Its calm waters make it ideal for sailing, diving, and jet skiing, while nearby forests offer hiking and wildlife encounters. The infrastructure is modern, with well-maintained roads, reliable utilities, and a clean environment. Subic is particularly popular with retired veterans and their families, who enjoy tax perks and the support of active expat social clubs. Tom Richards, a former Navy officer from San Diego, says Subic gives him the best of both worlds: the familiarity of American-style amenities with the charm and affordability of the Philippines. For those who want the sea as their backyard and adventure as their weekend routine, Subic Bay is hard to beat. 7. Dumaguete. The university town Dumaguete, often called the city of gentle people, lives up to its name with friendly locals, a relaxed pace of life, and a community that welcomes newcomers with open arms. Located in Negros Oriental, this coastal city has a laid-back charm, complete with seaside boulevards perfect for evening strolls and morning coffee by the water. The cost of living here is impressively low, making it a favorite among budget-conscious American retirees and long-term visitors. Rent, groceries, and dining out all come at prices that feel like stepping back in time for those used to U.S. expenses. Downgrade is also an education hub, anchored by Silliman University, one of the most prestigious institutions in the country. The university draws American professors, researchers, and exchange students, adding to the city's international vibe. Take the story of Michael Turner, an American teacher from Texas. He came to Downgrade on a one-year teaching contract and fell in love, not just with the place, but with a fellow faculty member from the Philippines. 15 years later, they're married, raising a family, and running a small bed-and-breakfast that caters to visiting students' families. For Americans seeking a mix of coastal beauty, intellectual culture, and warm community spirit, Downgrade delivers in every way. 8. Iloilo City. The emerging economic hub known as the heart of the Philippines, Iloilo City is undergoing a quiet transformation. Once considered a provincial capital, it's now one of the country's fastest-growing urban centers. With modern business parks, expanded road networks, and a revitalized waterfront. Yet, Iloilo hasn't lost its heritage charm. The city's streets are lined with centuries-old churches, colonial houses, and vibrant festivals like Dinajiang, which attract both locals and tourists. For Americans, this balance of old and new is irresistible. You can live in a modern condo and still be minutes away from a plaza that feels like it belongs in a history book. The economic growth here has opened doors for foreign involvement. The hospitality industry is booming, outsourcing companies are hiring, and small businesses are thriving. One such success story is Karen Mitchell, a marketing professional from California who relocated to Iloilo to work with an outsourcing firm. Initially planning a 2-year contract, she fell in love with the city's slower pace and tight-knit community. Today, she runs her own digital consultancy while enjoying evening walks along Iloilo River Esplanade. Iloilo offers Americans the chance to be part of a growing city that still values its roots, a rare combination that's hard to find elsewhere. 9. Puerto Princesa. The nature lover's paradise for Americans drawn to unspoiled nature, Puerto Princesa in Palawan is a dream come true. As the gateway to one of the world's most beautiful island provinces, it offers easy access to pristine beaches, coral reefs, and the UNESCO-listed underground river. Puerto Princesa is deeply committed to ecotourism. Sustainable living, conservation projects, and volunteer opportunities are woven into the city's identity. Many expats here are involved in environmental work or run small tourism-related businesses that promote responsible travel. The cost of owning or renting a beachfront home here is surprisingly affordable compared to any coastal city in the United States. Imagine waking up to the sound of waves without the crippling property taxes and insurance bills common back home. Robert Hayes, a scuba diving instructor from Hawaii, visited Puerto Princesa on vacation and never looked back. He now runs a diving school, teaching both tourists and locals, and spends his free time exploring hidden coves with friends. For those who want to trade skyscrapers for palm trees and commutes for ocean swims, Puerto Princesa is pure paradise. 10. Tagaytay. The scenic retreat just a couple of hours from Manila, Tagaytay offers cooler weather, lush greenery, and stunning views of Taal Volcano. It's a favorite weekend escape for city dwellers, and an increasingly popular long-term choice for American retirees. The city has experienced a tourism boom, with new restaurants, resorts, and coffee shops springing up to cater to both local and foreign visitors. Despite its popularity, Tagaytay retains a relaxed, countryside feel, making it perfect for those who want peace without being too far from Manila's conveniences. For many Americans, the appeal is the lifestyle, clean air, fresh produce from nearby farms, and the chance to run small hospitality or farm-to-table businesses. One example is James Walker, a retired U.S. Army veteran who settled in Tagaytay after years of working in Metro Manila. He now owns a cozy restaurant that sources all ingredients from local farmers. His days are spent greeting regular customers, enjoying the cooler climate, and sipping coffee with volcano views. Tagaytay blends tranquility and accessibility, a rare combination that keeps drawing Americans in. Why are Americans leaving the U.S. for the Philippines? Rising cost of living. Housing prices in major U.S. cities have soared, making even middle-class living a financial challenge. In the Philippines, the same budget can afford a comfortable lifestyle, often with domestic help and better amenities. Healthcare expenses. In the U.S., medical bills can cripple retirement savings. In the Philippines, quality private healthcare is available for a fraction of the cost. Political divisions and social unrest. Increasing polarization and tension have left many seeking a calmer environment. Work-life imbalance. The American corporate grind leaves little time for relaxation or family. In the Philippines, life runs at a slower, more human pace. Retirement challenges. With pensions and savings losing value against rising expenses, many retirees find their money stretches much further abroad. Pull factors. Choosing the Philippines. Lower cost of living. Americans can live comfortably, even luxuriously, on modest retirement incomes. Warmer climate and tropical lifestyle. Beaches, sunshine, and year-round outdoor living are major draws. English-speaking population. Easier integration and communication. Filipino hospitality. A welcoming culture that values community and personal relationships. Retirement visa programs. The Special Resident Retirees Visa, SRRV, makes long-term stay simple and legal with tax advantages. Cultural blending and challenges. The influx of Americans has led to rich cultural blending in these cities, from fusion restaurants serving burgers with adobo glaze to community events where locals and expats celebrate both Thanksgiving and Philippine Independence Day. Friendships often cross cultural lines, enriching both communities. However, challenges exist. Adjusting to local bureaucracy can be frustrating for Americans used to faster systems. Public transportation might feel chaotic, and tropical weather, with its heat and occasional typhoons, takes getting used to. This is where expat communities play a vital role. Through social clubs, online forums, and local meetups, Americans help each other navigate visa processes, find trustworthy service providers, and settle into their new lives. From the bustling streets of Manila to the cool hills of Tagaytay, these 10 cities are rewriting the story of migration between the U.S. and the Philippines. For many Americans, moving here isn't just about escaping the challenges back home. It's about embracing a lifestyle that offers freedom, community, and a new definition of success. The impact is already visible. Increased demand for housing, growth in the service and tourism industries, and deeper cultural exchanges between Filipinos and Americans. While some worry about gentrification, many see this as a chance for both sides to benefit economically and socially. Looking ahead, trends suggest the flow will only grow stronger, especially with the rise of remote work and the desire for more affordable, fulfilling lives. Perhaps the American dream hasn't vanished. It's simply relocated, finding a new home in the heart of the Philippines.